Yeah, so I'd been working kind of simultaneously with my figurative practice on abstraction for about 3 years now, and the first iteration of that was when I worked with Sharon Ayal on our piece Bodysuit. So when Donation asked me to be involved in this commission, I had the opportunity to pursue it more and really give myself some time in the studio to push it as far as I could in the time I had. And thinking about this in relation to reading, I start to think about what spirituality means in its widest context, and reading books like The Cloud of Unknowing, John O'Donoghue's Beauty were kind of the two starting points, and then I went on to read poetry books such as Polly Harvey's pieces and just many conversations around this in relation to Cy Twombly as well, and his link to Rome. And as time went on, my first thoughts were that it needs to be about illumination and about light and reflection, and that's what reflection in oneself, the internalized and the external. So I kind of started with these series of very, very reflective canvases, and I would set them up in the studio. So there was many works being made simultaneously, and this is one of the works out of a series of 3 main pieces, but then to accompany that, there's probably about 10 smaller works. And I think about the surface as almost like a rhythmic whipping, whether it's almost like the sensation of the skin when you shut your eyes and you feel the scratches on your skin and how that appears as an image in your head, or the kind of within thought and within song, how these rhythmic kind of sensations can appear. And I split up the day when working on this, so I had to read in the studio with audiobooks, but then in the morning I had to think about song, because part of this project was involving a sound piece. So I would use my vocals, and the piece that I made, which is called Meditations 4, is constructed entirely of my voice, almost as a choir. And I kind of was thinking about the kind of modernity in folk music and the element of song and the expulsion of air, and it was funny how it links to the studio, because you have this bodily aspect of abstraction in its widest form. But to then start the day off with the element of song, it became a really nice ritual, and it kind of manifested in this very, it was a really nice existence. I don't know if you want to ask any more.
That was wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you.